start praying for me in December.
Hello, beautiful people. It is almost my birthday. Just for the people in the world that said I haven't been talking about it this year. I've been thinking about it a lot. You guys should send me money.
She always wants some money.
Our nail stuff, our Amazon gift card, our restaurant gift card. I like the color orange too. So whatever is in your heart, start now. Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Two Women
and a Baby and their opinion.
And we back at it again with another one. We got Miss Melanie over here taking up all the
I'm pregnant,
space.
y'all. If y'all ain't noticed, that's why I was had my laptop perfectly set.
Which probably did not help her in any way,
No.
but it was okay that she tried, right,
I did.
guys? She did try to hide it, but everyone knew because everyone kind of told me, like, is Taj pregnant? I'm like,
Pregnant hoes.
she's going to tell you guys when she's ready. So it's not my belly. All right. But congratulations.
She yelled at me like it was hers. I was like, at this point.
At this point, that's my baby.
Y'all can
Everybody
have it.
baby my baby. Y'all know that because
Y'all
I
can
love
have
the
it.
kids. But anyways, how's the pregnancy?
I'm tired. We was just talking
How
about my
many months
triangles.
are you? Tell the people.
5. I'll be 22 weeks tomorrow.
5.
5 months.
So
It's
you've been
forever.
hiding it from the people for 5
I've been hiding it from everybody.
months.
The people, my people.
I kind of knew. We kept asking, and it was always a struggle, but she never said no. So I kind of knew. But it was all good, though.
Yeah, the kids told on me. My mama found out first because the kids was in the house running their mouth. And my mama was like, you got something you want to tell me? I was like, no. She's like, you sure? I was like, yeah. She's like, oh, because the kids talk about you having the baby.
Well, that's funny. So the kids be on that bullshit.
The
But
kids
anyway,
also told Sam's parents. They was just telling everybody.
well, that's good.
Yeah. I
I'm
mean,
happy
it's
for
no
you.
longer a secret. It really wasn't, but
I mean, it wasn't that it was secret. I feel like most people keep it under wraps at the beginning because of
you just never know.
the semester,
Yeah.
trimesters, and I said semester shit. We in school, the trimesters and stuff. You just never know where it takes you. So
Yeah.
better safe than sorry to get everybody happy and be like, the baby is not coming. That's how I feel like it happens when they when miscarriage. They be like, and then you so heartbroken. You already heartbroken. You worry about everybody else being heartbroken. Ain't nobody got time for that as a pregnant woman. Okay,
No.
it's already enough emotions. Then you like, oh.
Now, the last ultrasound, she is healthy. She is big-headed. I feel like that's most of this belly is her head.
Right, okay. But anywho, let's get right into it. So it's 9/11. You know, it's been 23 years since the tragic accident happened, you know, all those years ago. And it's my brother's birthday. So happy birthday, Mark. Love you.
I ain't got nothing. I'm sorry for the victims. I remember that day. It was traumatic as a child.
My mom made us write an essay. That was crazy. Like, she made us sit in front of the news and she was like, sit there and figure out what happened. Like, not that, but she was like, mom was always on it for school, but it's like, never mind. But it was like, yeah,
It was
did
traumatic.
that.
I remember
It
walking
was-
to school and there was like a bunch of like planes and stuff like flying out. So we used to live off of Nellis. So the Air Force Base was like
Yeah.
nearby. So we just saw all the planes and stuff like that. And I remember just turning around going right back home because I don't know what the hell going on. There's too much going on in the sky. And I went home and me and my little brother just sat there and watched the news and saw what was going on.
Yeah, that was very crazy. The whole world was
My mom wasn't even mad we did school that day.
Okay, she was like, matter of fact, y'all should stay home. There's too many planes outside. I was so many planes outside, like I see it. They live by the Nellis Air Force Base. They was just zooming
It was
around
like,
there.
I wouldn't say planes, it was jets.
Oh. Do they fly?
They could have just been landing though.
Exactly. They planes. Planes, jets, helicopters, the same motherfucking thing. They under the same umbrella. Yeah, they under the same umbrella. So what do you call all of them at once?
No.
No, but what do you call all of the a plane? Thank you. So it was a crazy situation. A 20-year-old woman was arrested in Cincinnati, Ohio. Yes, it's my hometown, y'all, so I was going to talk about it. For a fatal shooting that a lot of people are deeming as an act of self-defense. Akira Fletcher, she was 23-year-old. She took to Facebook and publicly posted a video of an incident that happened at the end of July. So it happened last July with the murder of Naima, which was 29. In the footage, you can see Fletcher sitting in her car while Naima and the other woman arguing with her. As Fletcher explains, "You're going to go to jail." Naima proceeds to throw rocks at Fletcher, damaging her car, flatten her tires. She continued to record to have personal account of the events. Let's watch this clip, and I want to see how y'all feel about it.
And I need to warn you, the video in this story may be disturbing. Now, this is what the suspect, Akira Fletcher, posted on Facebook on Friday afternoon. She included two videos. One of them shows the shots that would end up being fatal. Fletcher tagged Local 12, giving her account of what happened. By the next morning, she was booked into jail.
Hit me again.
Ooh. 4 shots, 1 woman dead, another injured, and the woman recording in jail. And this video will likely be part of the evidence against Akira Fletcher.
She looked like she did it.
This was the crime scene on the early morning of July 12th. Police taping off an SUV with a flat tire surrounded by shattered glass in the middle of a parking lot where 2 women were shot on Reading Road in Avondale. Fletcher says these were the moments leading up to the shooting.
You going to jail? I don't give a.
The woman in pink is 29-year-old Naima Norton. Fletcher was recording when she allegedly shot Norton and another woman also seen in the video. Norton died 6 weeks later. The fatal confrontation playing out on Fletcher's phone.
I have a gun in my purse. They trying to make me out the car. She's busting my window again.
In her Facebook post, Fletcher claims she was being, quote, attacked by Norton. At one point, Norton appears to be holding a knife and then a rock.
I don't give a. They're going to jail. She just threw another rock at me, as you can see. She's slashing my tires.
Eventually, the 2 women begin walking away, but Fletcher gets out of the car and is heard threatening them before they walk back toward her.
You should be happy. You should be happy you don't get clapped. You should be happy you don't get clapped.
That recording stops as Fletcher starts to move her car. The next video begins with Fletcher's window shattered and Norton approaching her car. It ends with gunshots and Norton on the ground. A complaint filed.
So that's not the law. You actually supposed to tell them if someone's threatening you. You're supposed to say, "I am armed," and
they were walking away though.
No, they were walking away, but she can't leave because her tires are flat, her windows is busted. She has to get out the car because there's glass on her. That's the only reason why she got out the car. It was a lot of attorneys and things that speculated on this and said she has a solid case because one, she that was a warning.
She did say repeatedly she had a gun
in
in her car.
You better be glad, even though it wasn't the words that everybody else wants to hear, saying that I can shoot you for assaulting me right now. That's what she would. No, saying that you better be glad you didn't get clapped is me telling you that I have a gun on me, and if you come and assault me, I have all rights to kill you. She's standing her ground. She could not leave the scene because her tires was flat. How's she gonna drive off? With a flat tire, that's very fucking dangerous. You can't drive off. Her windows is busted. You driving around in glass, she's sitting in glass, so she had to get out of the glass. She got out to shake the glass off of her from her windows being busted. When she got out and said, "You better be glad you're getting caught," they should never even came back because they already destroyed her fucking car. Then reached through the window, hitting her. So, she warned them. She could not flee because, like I said, this is what the prosecutor is saying. So the prosecutor is, they have 4 different things that they can, 4 or 5 different things that they can determine for her for self-defense. Was she a threat to them? No. Could she flee? Could she leave the scene? No. Because she's in the car. If she would have walked away, they could have jumped her and harmed her even more. Did she warn them of her having a weapon on her?
She did.
And the last one was so the other thing that actually helped her is it was the other offense that they were actually on the next day they had a court date for an offense where she pointed the gun at the girl and told her at early events that leave me alone before I shoot you. Stop bothering me before I shoot you. That's actually going to help her in her case because she's already warned her to leave her alone, stop threatening her before she shoot her. And it's not said they called the police. They had a case. They was going to court for it.
So what started all of this?
So a nigga. So it was over a nigga, but
it's a nigga moment.
So Cincinnati, Ohio did not have a self-defense law until like 2-3 years ago. So it's very fresh for them to be trial in cases like this, as far as standing your ground. But those two young ladies was very threatening to her. They could have did a lot more with the bricks that they had in her hand. They had a brick. They said that the brick is just like having a jackhammer or something in your hand. It's the same equivalent because you can harm her with it. She recorded for so long and she posted her own evidence on Facebook. That was a good thing for her because she was like, if I'm going to jail, this is really what happened. Trial me the right way, right? So I do, listen, let's be honest. Could she have not shot? Yes. But what is the point of us they keeping guns everywhere. What's the point of us being armed and being able to stand our own ground if we can't protect ourselves? When she went out and said that, you better be glad that you shouldn't get shot. Everybody always think they Billy fucking badass. She showed them the gun. They knew she had a fucking gun on them. Why the fuck you think you so bad?
They didn't think that she was going to shoot.
Last time I didn't shoot you. I threatened you. This time I'm about to shoot your ass because I'm tired of dealing with it. Now I ain't got to deal with it no more. No shade to this woman and her family because, rest in peace to you and rest in paradise. But y'all should have talked to your family members because now this woman don't got to deal with this no more and she got a solid case. How do you feel about the case itself?
The case I think it's wild. Like that we out here. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what started all of this.
Yeah, they was fighting over it was a guy, but the girl that got shot is the one that keep pulling up on her.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, so if you're antagonizing the situation, you got what you deserve.
Yeah. Every time they in the counter,
totally different
she pulled
if
up on
like
her.
they ran into each other at the supermarket or our kids go to the same school, like y'all running into each other off a coincidence. Yeah, that's something totally different. If you're seeking this person out, then you got exactly what you deserve. I'm sorry, like you said, rest in heaven. Hopefully you find peace in whatever the hell you was seeking, but you got at the end of the day, you got what you deserve.
And you brought your cousin. Your cousin got shot too. Because
all of that was unnecessary.
But she got shot.
Right. All of that was unnecessary. But it also teach people too, like violence ain't everything. Some things you just gotta brush off. And if this is all about a nigga, come on now.
Pulling
if the
up
nigga
on
ain't,
people is
you're right. I feel like go back to the old school, throw hands. What happened to just fighting? Like, why don't people go back to resort to those tactics? Like, why is it always like pull a gun first? Like, or getting out knives and busting out car windows. Like, that's damage to somebody's property.
Yeah.
Even if she didn't, let's say she didn't shoot you, she still had a case. Like, she could have still sued your ass because you destroyed her car.
Yep.
So one way or the other, you was going to get yours. And if y'all had a court date the next day, I wouldn't be out here trying this woman.
And I think, you know what? I think she actually, if I can ask her, I could guarantee you that's why she was recording, to get that case dismissed.
Yeah, she was totally tired of that shit.
Right, because the girl is pulling up on her, but because she's defending herself, she got another case because she the one that had to go to court in the first place.
Like how good dick is. I'm not doing all that extra shit.
I'm not. First of all, dick or no dick. Like you could be having words with me or whatever. Like I'm not pulling up to nobody.
I'm not.
Not I.
Not at my big head. That's something we did and when we was teens. Like meet me at the park.
Like, meet me at the park. Meet me at Walmart.
I catch your ass at school.
Like, you just never know what people gonna pull up with. And she pulled up with that thing.
And if she did pull up with that thing, she could have pulled up with 50 fucking people. You could have got jumped. You could have. If something worse could have happened to. I mean, I'm sure death is probably as far as you can go. But
that's literally what
you know. Getting jumped by 50 people is a lot.
Well, it could be. So I guess the only worst is being brutally where you can't move no more and you got to feel like being a vegetable. Because you could be a vegetable from people beating the fuck out of you. I agree.
I don't think it was worth it.
It definitely wasn't. I agree. It definitely wasn't worth it. And I feel like this young lady has a strong case and this should teach people a lot. Stop thinking you bad. And then her cousin should not only, I know her cousin's like, no, this bitch need to she need to stay in jail for
Stop
killing my
riding and dying
cousin.
for people when they ain't got shit to do.
You
for-
should have
with
been
you.
like, her cousin should have been like, nah, bitch, I'm tired of, then y'all, don't you gotta go to court tomorrow? Let's see what's gonna happen in court, and then let's pull up on this hoe.
But even then, stop trying to ride or die for every fucking body. Like, I'm sorry.
For dumb
I got
shit.
cousins that I love to death, but this is dumb. This was something stupid. It's one thing, I don't know, I'll pull up on you if somebody fuck with your baby.
Hell yeah.
We gonna ride out to the school together.
That's
let's
what we do.
Let's see what they talking about.
Hell yeah.
But this is over a nigga, and I guarantee this nigga ain't fucking with neither one of
Yeah,
y'all.
we gotta
Like,
get
come
this
on.
nigga out your house because he beating your ass or something.
Totally different conversation.
I got you. We about to pull up and whoop this nigga ass.
But you telling me
I'm
Fred
not-
that ain't got no job and he
Yeah,
at everybody house, he's still living with his
hell
mama.
no.
Fuck out of here.
And
I'm not
I
worried about
whooping
that
his
nigga.
ass. I'm not going to go fight the girl that he keep fucking on. Absolutely
No.
not. So I just at the end of the day, I do
Leave
feel
him
like
alone.
because this is more so a commentation because the people commentating on her case.
Yeah.
I do feel like she got a solid case as far as self defense. Just being honest with you.
I hope they let her off.
The way Ohio is set up in a whole nother state is this is a black woman. Let's be honest, this is a black woman in America at the end of the day. So
America.
we should see.
I hope she get off.
I do hope she get off though, because it was
Cause
definitely.
ain't no way I'm about to be out living
You
my
keep
life and you keep
antagonizing
pulling me
me,
up.
bitch.
Yeah, you keep pulling up on me. But how you get my location? This nigga telling you where I'm at. I got other questions.
Oh no,
Leave
for
me
sure.
alone.
I got other questions. Like, did he tell you how he tell you where I be? Because they wasn't. That's crazy. Because they wasn't a parking
how do you
lot.
know where I'm
And
at?
she facing this way in a parking lot. So
That
is
means
this
she
outside-
purposely parked backwards so her plates weren't showing. Come on now, y'all out here
I got
looking
a lot
for
of
me.
questions when it comes.
But
to
I
that.
mean, since of that, I mean, it's pretty big. I don't know. I really feel like somebody had to out her. Somebody was telling you where this woman was.
Yeah. Or you was on some stalker shit
Mm-hmm.
and you kind of knew where she was at, because you got to think about it. If y'all fucking with the same nigga, 9 times 10 they already did their research on each other.
Yeah.
Like, so it was words, but it became more words.
The way I would leave a man alone. Oh, she wants you back. You go.
Shit,
You
I ain't
can have a baby. I don't
shooting
care.
now, bitch, dog.
I'm
I
not
ain't gonna
shooting
lie.
you, and you ain't about to be out here looking for me. Have them. It's not that deep. Well, to switch gears, my next story is about religion to some degree. Lately, I've noticed like there's been a mass amount of like content creators that have been on this. I just recently converted to Christianity, and there's 1,000 things that you shouldn't be doing as a Christian. Here's the clip.
I'm doing as a believer of Jesus Christ because I'm locked in with him. Number 1 is yoga. I don't care how much y'all try to twist it and turn it and say yoga is only stretching. How is stretching demonic? Yoga, if you literally look it up, go to Google right now, look it up. It says that yoga is a form of worshiping the Hindu gods. So go look it up. If you've done yoga before and you hear what they're saying, they're not saying, oh, this is a stretch to the left, stretch to the right. They're calling it by the names of the worship. So duh. And the last time I
And
went
that
to a
shit made
yoga
me
class,
high when I did
this
it in jail.
girl literally looked at me the whole time as if she was a demon. I kid y'all not, she looked at me as if she was a demon the whole time, stared me down, and shortly after that session, my last session of yoga last year, I found out that it was a form of worship to Hindu gods. So yeah, I stopped listening to Beyonce, SZA, Summer Walker, Jhené Aiko. Honestly, I could list so many more. Erykah Badu. I could list so many more, but for the sake of time, I'm not. Most of those people are witches. If we're being honest, if you just listen to the things that they say, you'll hear it in their lyrics. Enough said. I stopped with the superstitions like knock on wood. Knock on wood literally comes from witchcraft, meaning knock on wood to wake up the good spirits so they can protect you. Don't split the pole. Little superstitions that we say in the black community. I don't know if it's just in the black community, but in the black community that we say to protect us from evil. I don't do none of that. I stopped claiming the zodiac sign. Don't ask me what my sign is. My sign is the blood of Jesus, if anyone is asking. Astrology, because people will try to spin it and say, oh, God made the stars. Yes, just as everything good that God created, the devil put his own spin on it to make it evil. Just read your Bible. Just open your Bible and read it. I stopped wearing waist beads. Now, this one is fresh. This one is new. I literally just found out last week what the
this is the one that
true
really
and real
like
meaning
irritated
behind
my
waist
nerves.
beads
But
is. Thank God. I was feeling convicted about waist beads for a while, but I didn't want to let them go, so I kind of chose to be ignorant because I didn't want to let them go. But God brought it to my attention through a podcast last week, the real meaning behind waist beads and what they're for and what they were utilized for before they were brought to America and told, oh, they're just for weight loss tracking. No. And you guys can research that more, or if y'all want me to go more into depth, just comment below and I can make a separate video. But yeah, cut my waist beads off, had to let them go. Lastly, I stopped drinking and smoking. And just a little biblical context on why you shouldn't be drunk or you shouldn't be high. Just go read 1 Peter chapter 5 verse 8. It says, be sober minded, be alert. Your adversary, the devil, is prowling around like a roaring lion, looking for anyone he can devour. I don't want to be devoured. I'll choose to be sober minded. Thank you. And these are my own personal convictions. So if you don't feel like you're convicted of these things, you let God convict you of them. Don't let me convict you of them if you don't feel convicted. Because I know y'all like to get under and say, that's not. Don't even do it. But let me know if y'all want a part 2.
Now,
I have loads of things that I stopped.
she's not the only content creator recently that I've seen, and I don't know why this is popping up on my feed. I don't know if it's just like people know what triggers me or what, but I stand on the principle of you believe in what you believe in, right? I don't have an issue with her getting online and boasting about her convictions and where she stands, but this is a freshly new Christian, right? This is somebody who was not devout a year ago. This is somebody that just joined and is now like, oh, these are all the things that I'm doing. There was another content creator that was like, oh, you can't drink Fiji water. Fiji water is for the devil. You can't listen to Big Sean. Big Sean is for the devil. And it's not so much that they're boasting about it online. It's more so like not her in particular, but again, there's more content creators out there that will call you a sinner and will, bash you in the way you live. And it's more so that you don't follow the same lifestyle that they do. I don't care how you participate. I'm sure Karen, who, buys her Frappuccinos from Starbucks and goes and does yoga every Sunday religiously, is not thinking about no Hindu gods when she go in there to get her stretch on, okay? She came in here with her frappe. She left them kids at home. She here to do her yoga. She here to get her stretch on. That's it. Same way when people go to listen to music. I've been listening to Erykah Badu since I was a baby, I'm sure. And it's just music to me. And I feel like when you put energy or you put the tone, the undertone to things, that's what makes it wrong, right? Mm-hmm. If you're telling me that, people are now saying Jhené Aiko is a witch, right? She ain't never put it out there saying that this is what she do in a past time. From my understanding, the young woman go to church regularly. So in my world, like, y'all don't know what this woman does outside of, what y'all see on TV or what music she puts out there. Y'all are just, it's everything now. It's Fiji water, it's yoga, it's waist beads. And don't get me wrong, I understand that there's deep histories to a lot of this stuff. Like, I understand that there's the history to waist beads. But a lot of the cultures now have adapted it and have created it into their own, like the same way people use the N-word. Yeah. Like, you take it, you take something and then you turn it into something positive. It's the undertones of what the history of it. And a lot of them don't do the full history. A lot of them do the surface level shit, or they listen to a podcast, as she said.
Like,
right?
A podcast influenced her. So
a podcast that may or may not have factual information. Again, I'm not saying this is right or wrong. I'm just in a place of like, look, believe in what you believe in. But when you get online and you boast to a bunch of people that, unlike me, I have a mind of my own and I'm going to do the things that I feel is right for me and my household. Same conviction. Like, do what you feel is right for you. If you are a devout Christian, live the way you want to live. Because let's be honest, when we talking about deep rooted Christianity, you having a nose ring wouldn't be allowed. You having tattoos
that's what I'm thinking
wouldn't be
about
allowed.
right
If you're
now.
having sex out of marriage, wouldn't be allowed. If you have a child and it's out of wedlock, that wouldn't be allowed. If you got a cousin that's gay, you supposed to shun them. Like, there's shit that is about that religion that if you were really like 10 toes on it, there's a lot of shit you do on a regular basis that would be against your religion. The shit you eat, the shit you consume, the shit you watch on TV. If you watch the Kardashians and the shit that they do, like, there's a lot of things that would be against your religion. So I don't feel like a lot of these people that get on these platforms and is talking about this stuff is 100% about what they say they are. And it's more so like, this is how I'm showing my commitment versus actually just living that lifestyle. Like, I love Quan. We know Quan to, like, he's sober, he's religious, he has his beliefs, but he does, every time we walk in here, he don't, make us pray. He don't ask us to do anything extra. We respect his space. Yeah, we talk about the things we want to talk about. He doesn't, that's taboo. Y'all can't come in here with that kind of energy. This is a temple. This is a religious temple.
But that's because Quan has his own sins to live in. He's not saying he's going around committing a bunch of sins. No, I'm not saying that. But I'm saying that I feel like the people that act like they're Bible thumpers are the ones that least live in the shit, for real. Let's be honest. That's the whole thing I was looking at the whole time she was talking, was that damn nose ring and the way that her body is not templed. You have on a spaghetti strap shirt with a fucking afro. Not saying that that's not the way our hair was supposed to be worn, but God said we're supposed to come up, keep. God never said we're supposed to come as we are. Somebody made that shit up. Okay, let's be very fucking real when we get to talking religious. Me, I always said I've been religious all my life, that I became unreligious. I'm more spiritual than anything, because people that's in religion and in these churches and Bible thumping is full of crap. I've studied different religions, not only being a Christian, and I'm not even a Christian, I'm a Baptist, but still they're all cousins for real. And it wasn't about what I shouldn't be doing. I never focused on what
you should be doing. Just try to live the best way you can.
I only focused on what I was supposed to be doing to make everything around me righteous, right? Like when I was in jail and the shit was happening to me, and it was all like, I felt like everything was closing in on me. The only thing, the entity I talked to was God. It wasn't the God that y'all be praising, though. Not saying to you. I'm saying it wasn't the God that these people think that we talk. I'm telling you, God is our best friend. God already knew what the fuck we was going to do before we did it. God already knew you had that nose ring before you did it. God already knew you was going to make this turn around before you did it. But God always said, you don't judge. That's one of the commandments. We're not supposed to judge nobody else. So please don't tell me. And she did say, at the end of the day, that we supposed to do what we supposed to do, but not do. First of all, culture and religion and spirituality is abundance of different things. I can listen to Beyonce and it don't console me. I can listen to all these rappers. I can listen to Sexy fucking Red and that shit don't console me. Right. Because I'm very strengthened in what I got. I'm a prophet. I be telling Shauna shit before it's gonna happen. Drunk, please don't fucking play with me. Now, a sober mind is definitely a better mind. To be honest with you, I'm scared to be sober all the time because of how much shit I see. So please don't tell me what I can do, because my mental can't take that right now. So being a real prophet in this world, and we've talked about shit, and the shit doesn't happen. So being a prophet in this world, don't sit here and tell me what's right and what's wrong. You don't even, the people that's out on the street that you think is crazy and they telling you shit because they on drugs, they actually seeing shit, but they scared to see it. That's why the fuck they keep doing drugs. They either sick or they seeing shit that they don't want to see. You think schizophrenic people is crazy? Like, please wake the fuck up, girl, because the little shit that you doing to make your life more righteous, somebody else have already tried that shit, and that shit is tearing them up inside out.
I'm not mad that she sought to religion, because people seek religion for all kinds of reasons, but I think people forget that the whole point of finding something to connect to is to use it as a moral compass,
and not to help the next person,
not as a tool to
bring the
down
next
it or to shame somebody else into a certain lifestyle. Because I mean, if you could talk to somebody who's Christian, or you could talk to somebody who's heavily into religion in general, and they could speak whatever they want to, but you may not be committed to what the thing, because you may not believe 100% of what they got to say, right? Somebody might come to you and talk to you, who's a Jehovah's Witness might want to sit down and talk to you all day long.
Tell me some real shit.
But you may not be committed to the things that they believe in.
but they telling me some real shit. Just like the debate that's going on right now. Let's be honest. It's some shit that Donald Trump say that we agree with. It's some shit that Kamala say that we agree with. But we talking about an overall fucking person. This old motherfucker, we should be single if you want to be fucking honest. We need 4 years to be fucking single, go to counseling and figure our fucking self out. But we don't have that fucking option. So let's be realistic. You got to compare and contrast when you come to shit. I like this many, that's like, you either give this community $1 million to help all these people, or you give this one person $1,000 just to help them. Like, you can't please every motherfucking body, no matter what religion or what spirituality you on. Like I said, the things that we don't do, what you supposed to do, if you know the word and you speak the word and you follow the word, is bring other people with you. Not make more people run away. If I wasn't to smoke, just like you said with Quan, if Quan was Bible thumping to us, I bet you he'd say, all right, put the blunt out and come to Bible study. He not gonna say, oh, you can't come to Bible study because you smoke weed today. Hell motherfucking no. Because a real person that's trying to bring everybody to the church is gonna tell you, go on, smoke out there. But when you come in here, this is all about the Lord. You're not gonna smoke in here though. This is my space.
We used to put on events all the time. I mean, hip hop events at the church, like Christian hip hop events, and they'd be smoking outside. We don't,
Exactly.
I think this girl's a bad example of what you guys are talking about, though. I wish you would have given like some other people that were a little more, because she even said at the end, like, don't let me convict you, let God convict you.
And that's why I was like, she owns it, but in the same sense.
I respect her for having those convictions, and even though she's new, sometimes you do have to give everything up when you become a Christian, because
absolutely.
But I feel like this is you gave this shit up for 2. That's like telling me that if you got off heroin for 3 days, I don't want to hear that shit till you get there, till you get to the 30-day mark. Because if you gonna survive to the 30-day mark, that's my thing. Don't preach no shit to me that you can't even do for 6 months.
And like I said, I think this girl right here is a bad example of what you guys are arguing, because I know there's a lot of people like that. They're like throwing it in your face. I don't feel like she was doing that. I think
this is just the easiest clip I could find.
Yeah, I think she really felt convicted and was really like, yo, I'm gonna change my ways. She researched some stuff, and I agree with everything she said.
I don't feel like she researched the waist bead thing though.
I'm not sure. Like she said, she saw it on the podcast. But like with music, like if you think you're influenced by music or not, you probably are. Like there's things, once you give them up, you see the influence they might have had on you. You know what I'm saying?
I can agree with that.
I do agree with the people that push it in your face, like call you a sinner and stuff like that. It's like, I hate that, because it's like you were just there a week ago.
Yeah.
So don't try to come at me like, if you're not coming at me in love and trying to like,
guide me.
Yeah, don't get me wrong.
Don't get mad
like
if I don't change my ways because of what you're preaching.
Exactly.
Because that's what some people do too. Like, I'm going to be nice to them and love on them, but if they don't accept it after a year of me preaching, I'm going to treat them different. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's people I preached to for 20 plus years, and they're doing worse than they were 20 years ago when I first started. But that's still my homie.
But I think that's my whole point to this. Is like, you can't. It's religion in general is supposed to be used as a moral compass. Not everything that you read in the Bible is going to be what you should put 100% into, because some of that stuff in there isn't how people actually live right now, right?
Well, some of that was very specific.
Well, I don't feel like that's not the way we live. Real quick,
you can't take one verse and just say, like, with the tattoo, with Leviticus 3:34, something like that. I can't remember the exact address. I always joke that I'm going to get that tattooed on my, because it says don't get tattoos. But it was for a specific group of people in that. So you have to read around it. Like, that's a whole story.
Saying, like,
and some people just take a piece.
And like you said, when we talk about religion and culture, a lot of people take things that was against religion back in the day, that was Bible, that was like, found upon, to make it a part of their culture nowadays. Like hairstyles, the way that people dress, the way that people dance, and things like that is becoming a part of culture. So you can't tell me that you listen to a podcast and somebody demonize a fucking waist bead, and that's not a part of different cultures, because waist beads are a part of different religions and different cultures. So it's not demonized everywhere you go.
And to understand the Bible, you need to understand that is from, like, in Jesus' time, like that's from a Jewish culture.
You can't apply everything.
Yeah, you can't apply
we're looking at
everything
life through the American lens on how we live. Some stuff is a lot bigger than we take it. Like, we take it as very like nonchalant, and some of that is like actually a lot bigger if you really dig into the Jewish culture and see what that means. But everything in the Bible, like even with the tattoos and different things you wear, everything in the Bible has another verse to go along with it to better understand it somewhere in the Bible. Like, that's why you actually have to study. And so many people will just read it like it's a fortune cookie.
It's not, bro.
And it's not a fortune cookie. And once you understand and start studying the Bible,
and not just not one Bible either.
Praise without work is dead. You can study all you want to and not put it in the work. It's dead.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I feel like there's other Bible. Like, there's not just one Bible. There's multiple different variations of the Bible. So if you're going to study the Bible, there's different versions.
Every version of the Bible and still get the same concept at the end of the dang old day. Because just like there was prostitution and all type of murders and killings and all type of stuff inside of the Bible, that shit goes on nowadays. That's what made it wrong. That's where we learn right from wrong at. So like Quan said, if you're not studying the Bible and you just reading it page for page and you're not going to Bible study, and not only that, you're not hearing other people's point of view, just listen to one thing and be like, oh yeah,
that's what it is now.
They said headbands. The demon wear headbands back in.
Oh, the Fiji water girl took me out.
The Fiji water.
I think the Fiji water thing was crazy, but I think that's the thing. Like you said, Quan, it might have not been her. It might have just been a subject.
I was trying to find that clip. The Fiji water girl that was like, if you drink Fiji water, you're a sinner.
Yeah,
you're going to hell.
And
I'm like, I was like, I had a bottle of Fiji water last week.
And those are the ones that give Christians a bad name. The ones that are always looking at, if you do this, if you eat this cookie, it's like, well, you're on a social media platform that's not Christian.
And telling me
promoting
that I
social
shouldn't
media.
do Christian
You're wearing clothes that are made by Chinese kids being slaves. You know what I'm saying? So you can go on and on. You can't do much in this world.
The one thing that I did agree with her to the most is a sober mind. A sober mind will get you closer no matter what. That's a fact. That's proven, and that's a fact. That's where that's when you really get the closest, because you hearing shit for real. So, but I can honestly vouch for a person that's scared of like, I literally stopped smoking and drinking to hear and got scared. What are you talking about? That shit scared me. And maybe I need a mentor in that field to help me understand more of why I shouldn't be scared. But please don't judge, baby, because that's a fight that I've been fighting for a very long time. It's really the judgment that I have an issue with. Like,
I don't, like I said, live the way you want to live, but don't tell me the way I live is wrong. Because somebody could look at my lifestyle and say,
not to her, young lady,
you're a sinner, you're going to hell.
This is an overall conversation.
Oh yeah, there's nothing against, like I said, she wasn't like, that was like the easiest video I could find. But it's just like in general, I feel like when you get into religion, and any religion, like like you said, spend the time, educate yourself, and if this is something you really commit yourself to, because a lot of people they do it for a couple months and then they go, this really wasn't for me. Spend the time to really educate yourself and build up that love for what you're convicting to other people. And again, to me, it's not about getting everybody on the same bandwagon. It's more so you live the way you want to live, and if people like the way you live and they see like the truth in how you live, then they might be susceptible to joining you, following you, and seeking the same help that you did.
Well, yeah, I'm not
a heavily religious person. My mother was super involved in the church when we were younger. She got out because as we know, pastors sleep around and they collecting money to buy big houses and cars. And my mom was like, "That ain't gonna be me. You ain't gonna take what little money I have and go flip it on your side chick. That's not how I want to live." But she also taught us the word. Like, if you live in this house, we gonna pray to God, and we gonna make sure that we bless our food, and we gonna pay our respects in our own way. But the point was to live morally correct. The point is to not be out here stripping and hoeing. And I do smoke, I do drink. I don't do it heavily, but I do it socially. I do it in modesty. I don't make it a lifestyle.
If you're seeking God to be your lifestyle,
right,
the God, the Holy Spirit will convict you of that. It's not up to me to be like, you should, like, you're gonna feel that once you start filling yourself up with other things, you're gonna see things that you do want to get rid of to get closer to those other things. And that's just with anything in life too, But it's not other people's job.
It's not
to try to make you feel bad for that.
It's not.
Now,
but
if you're seeking knowledge on that, and you come to me and be like, "Hey, like, I'm smoking. I'm not sure if I should be. If I'm seeking God in a different way, cool. Then we could break bread,
that's when it
open the Bible, and learn."
Open conversation to what I know, what I've learned. I should be able to share my knowledge with you without any judgment. Now, as far as bringing people, that's the word. Too many people come together. that's when he hear you, but two or more people come together, that's when the word spreads. So that's what I'm saying. That's what the word is all about. Is if you, like you said, not even me, you seeing what I do, whether you're a visual person or you like to hear it. If I'm telling you the way I'm living spiritually and you fucking with it, you go fuck with it. Right. Or if you see it, you go fuck with it. But to go down my throat, and like we said again,
like
it's
Karen
not
that
about
do
this
her
young
yoga.
lady.
Karen ain't thinking about nobody Hindu
and
nothing.
That's why I said I feel like culture is a big thing nowadays, because let's be honest, when Jesus Christ, it was no culture. It was all one culture. One culture was the Lord. That's what it was taught, and that's what was learned at the time. It's so many different cultures nowadays, and that's why I actually took myself and Sean, we both actually took time to learn different religions, not to worship. Don't get it twisted. But I did learn, because I don't want to say things like fucking waist bead is demonized, because that could be someone else's religion. That's like saying Jewish shouldn't wear a cap in church, because we can't wear hats in church. So Jews shouldn't wear a cap in church. You gotta respect people still at the end of the day, because we're not living in ABC anymore. But we still gotta respect the book. The Bible is where we should live by. Let's be realistic. It's a lot of people that live by that bump the book but don't live by the book. And don't know the book.
That's my biggest issue.
And they know, like you just said, they know few verses and few lines.
And they memorize them.
That they memorize that make them want to keep saying it over and over again. One thing I can honestly say, me and my wife, gay and all, went to a church, and this church treated us, they knew. We didn't flaunt it. Who's kissing you? Straight people don't even kiss church. So who's flaunting it? Nobody. But they knew. But they severely welcomed us, and that's how I knew that it wasn't about. It's about who is teaching it to you, or who you learning it from. Not about the word. It's not the word that's getting us misconstrued. It's who we learning the word from, or who's teaching the word to us. Sean was a nurse and I was on the fucking usher board.
Well, the problem is you go to a lot of churches that aren't even reading
that are
from
really
the word.
corrupt.
They might throw one verse out. They're not even.
Our pastor was driving a Nissan, doing Bibles. He did so many vocational Bible schools. That's where they put their money at, feeding back the community. He stopped preaching because they wanted him to do other stuff, and the fucking renovation for the church was a lot of money because it's huge.
Well, I've been serving under my pastor for probably like 14 years now, something like that. He's worked a full time. He owned his own business and stuff like that. Yeah. He's never taken money from the church.
Exactly.
He's put money. He's put money into the church.
That's how Pastor
But you see these mega churches that have capitalized off of television and
when I went to the
taking
First
money
Lady,
from their parishioners. Like you see it and how they live.
And we've been seeing it for so long. This is not news to us. We've been seeing it for so long. When I went to the First Lady of our church and I told them that I was about to stop attending church because these ladies was talking under my dress. I can't tell you. I got a body. I'm sorry. I don't know what y'all want me to wear here. You wearing the same outfit I'm wearing. You just older.
Dude, my ex used to get in trouble for that, and I would tell them like you're getting mad at her for having a better body than you. You're both wearing black leggings.
Exactly. The pastor got up on there and said, "Let me tell y'all something. He didn't single me out. He didn't make me feel no type of way. He said, I know some of y'all better quit messing with my young people in here." Me and Sean was like, we the young people. He said, they come, this is your body is your temple. I ain't never seen my young people come in here without their body being their temple. Because my pencil skirts went under my knees. They was just fitted. What do you want me to wear here, Grandma? But you wearing a fitted because they wear fitted stuff too. They just older. Ain't nobody paying attention to them. So it was a thing to where the church began to respect. But once we moved, they kind of left the church. But one thing I can honestly say, I feel like I can reach out to the pastor or the First Lady, me or Sean today, and it'll still be the same relationship. because they cared. They knew that we were serious. Like, we were there Wednesdays, vocational Bible school. We was there for growth group. We was there because I love the environment. Like, now I feel like I can't even find, and I may want to check your church out, but I feel like I can't even find something like that. We vibe for something like that. We have our at-home church and stuff because I don't want to have that disconnect. No matter, like you said, no matter how much I drink and how much I smoke, do I want to stop? Of course, who don't?
But it's not even about like whether or not you drink or smoke. It's about what kind of person you are. You don't drink or smoke to beat on people or to cuss them out or berate them. Like, you drink and smoke for your entertainment.
Yeah.
So it's about how you want to live. And again, that's what all of this, to me, that's the whole center point is you can't shame me for the way I choose to live.
Exactly.
You can live the way you want to, and I don't get to go, well, your religion is stupid and what you believe in is stupid, because that'd be wrong of me. That's me passing judgment on how you live.
Exactly.
But me not being a devout Christian, right? I don't bite off into Christianity, but I don't have an issue with anybody that does. I sit in plenty of spaces where people have these conversations or have talked to me about the Bible, and it doesn't bother me any. Do I have a love for God? Absolutely. But I don't walk in the same shoes as you do. I don't go to church every Sunday.
What is it called? The people that don't believe in God?
Atheist.
I'm not an atheist.
I'm not an atheist.
I do believe that there's a higher power.
Yeah, but I don't need, and that's just real. And then who is that person
but
to bring
nobody
you to
I
your
know,
life,
yeah.
though?
But to me, like,
that's not
nobody
fair.
in my life walks in. The people I know that do go to church regularly, the people that can quote Bible verses, don't live 100% in that light. So for me, it's like you just can't tell me that.
That's why you need God. That's why you need Jesus.
That's why you
gotta
be realistic about having a religion and being spiritual with your higher being. You have to be realistic at the end of the day. Let's be honest. Muslims, we say they pray, what, 5 times a day, I think. They stepping out the light sometimes. And we talk about, eating meat and eat. Man, listen. You're going to have your judgment day. It is not on me to spank you for something that you're going to already get spanked for at the end of your time. That's not fair for you to keep getting double ass
clip
whoopings.
of a man who walks, like, I don't know what it's called, but or what they call their pastors, but he's in the Muslim community, and he was like, well, you could be a rapist and you could be you could abuse small children, and as long as you pray, your God will forgive you for your sins, but a person who doesn't pray is not going to be forgiven for their sins. I'm like, that doesn't make sense to me, because what you're telling me is that if somebody who's worse off in life than I am, somebody who's a murderer or somebody who, molests small children, that's acceptable as long as they pray to God. But because I don't pray to God 24/7, or I don't pray to God at all, agree. I'm not going to the same heaven. That don't make sense to me. So again, live the way you want to live. I don't have an issue with it, but when you get online and you're boasting to people who don't have the same free will or the same mindset of like, I can think for myself and I can do for myself. You're speaking to a massive amount of people nowadays. And the internet is forever, baby. Okay. They might not see your clip today, but they're going to see it at some point in their lifetime. I have an issue with it. I don't, like I said, live the way you want to live, but when you get on the internet and you subject yourself to other people's opinion, and people forget that, like, that's the whole point. When you put shit online, you're subjecting yourself to other people's opinion, right? Don't be upset. Tell folks that they sinners and they going to hell because they don't believe in the same principles as you do.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like people need to, I feel like you are the only person that connects you with God. Nobody else can put you in front of the church building or in front of the temple, the podium, and say, here, God, here's this person, take them. That's not how it works. So you're going to have to accept it and learn it yourself. And that's just what it is. And I feel I applaud her for being as courageous as she is to make these type of statements.
Oh, yeah, because the comments was
with the information that she had. But I can honestly say that, like Quan said at the beginning, enjoy your journey. At the end of the day, enjoy your journey. But just try not to judge people along the way, because you're gonna see people not doing the righteous thing as you're doing it, and it's gonna be not hard, but just walk the walk. You feel me? Because I know my God, and I know I'm gonna have a judgment day, but you're not about to tell me what He gonna say to me. It ain't just don't work out like that.
Yes,
baby. That was kind of long. We went a little over with that little conversation, but it's all good. So last week, I was gonna talk about Shannon Sharpe, y'all.
Please talk about that.
Okay, so Shannon Sharpe, I
Leave
know.
Shannon
So-
alone.
That was him.
Okay, so Shannon Sharp was hacked on live, but listen though, this is my thing. Before we play the clip,
Was
because
he
we
hacked when
definitely
he wore
gonna
that
give it to
tight
y'all.
ass green outfit?
So no, it's way more interesting. So let's be honest. It is a lot of clicks to go live, y'all. It's not one, it's not two, it's like three. And you gotta write something in. I don't think you can go live without a
Wait,
thing
where did he go live
on
on?
Instagram.
see.
So let's watch this clip and then we'll talk about it.
Oh, she didn't see this.
I didn't see it. I literally just saw the headline when I pulled up here.
And you know what his voice sounds like, right?
Yeah, I
Tosh?
know
Okay.
Shannon.
Okay.
I watch his podcast. Oh, this is long.
This is long.
This is dirty.
Shit.
It's got to load.
Nah, that ain't you. That's him. I got the longer version just for you.
I was just like, eh.
Shannon, look, you see the comments going. That's how you know it ain't us. It's him. Somebody get Chad. They talking about Unc Wiley. What the fuck? Nah, Unc
He's
finna
married,
get caught
correct?
up. No, he's not married.
Okay.
Oh, here you go, right here.
There you go, Michelle. There you go, Michelle. There you go, baby. There you go, baby. Put that dick in here. Put this dick in here. You know what I like? You know what I like?
That's definitely him.
There you go, right there. There you go, baby. There you go, baby. There you go, baby.
Wherever the phone is
That's
sitting,
my
it's
Michelle.
close to that 'cause it's
That's my
moving.
Michelle.
It's probably on the nightstand. That look like the headboard.
It's the music too. Like, who listens to rap music?
Oh, I don't like it.
He watching porn?
This is disturbing my soul.
All right, we can stop.
We-
So
that
Michelle was
was a
getting
lot.
them cheeks clapped. He was like, that's my Michelle. That's my Michelle. That's
And he
my
saying that
Michelle.
wasn't him?
No. So he hasn't said it wasn't him. He just said his Instagram was hacked. He posted on his story that his Instagram was hacked.
What is your Instagram getting hacked?
Yeah, because the only person that can hack it is him or her, okay? Because you got, like I said, you got to click like 5 times to go live. Not
Unless
5.
he has someone in there watching.
Unless he has someone watching.
I'm just confused as to what does it matter that the Instagram got hacked?
Because they kept calling him gay, and he need to let them know that he fucking Michelle. Not Mitchell. Michelle. He clapping Michelle cheeks.
We don't know that was no Michelle. That could have been a
was
Mitchell.
Michelle.
That
Michelle
damn show
said,
could have been a Mitchell.
No, I feel like Mitchell would have been like, oh, because it was,
Nah,
he was clapping
man.
Michelle cheeks.
That don't prove shit.
That was giving.
Put
that
the
was
tape
giving
out,
clap-
Shannon.
Unless Michelle got a voice change, he clapped Michelle cheeks. Get it,
We don't know. There is plenty of high-pitched gay men out there.
for this man, and he did not want to be called LGBT no more. He's sick of that shit. So
he
had
went
to clap-
live
clapping Michelle
purposely.
cheeks. He should have put her in the
Shannon.
camera a little bit
Shannon.
so we could believe.
Shannon.
But Michelle
We don't
was
believe
like,
you. You need to go ahead and run the tape. We drop it like Kardashian.
what?
We heard a whole
It
lot of
said
slurping. I heard grunting and
Yeah, at the
slurping.
beginning you gotta listen to it again. It said,
Man.
huh? No, girl, that was cheeks.
Drop
Shy.
the tape. Ray J, drop the tape. I don't believe.
Drop in the comments if y'all think that was Shannon Sharp getting some sheets or not.
Definitely fucking was. But we don't know if it was Michelle.
But why would he be calling Mitchell Michelle?
Because maybe that's what Mitchell go by. Like,
so do you feel like he did this to stop
to absolve himself
from the gay rumors? But I feel like the gay rumors only start because he had on tight pants. Niggas wear, it's straight men I know that wear tight pants.
I never thought he was gay. I mean, me personally, I never thought he was gay.
Like skater niggas that wear tight pants and Vans all the fucking time.
I don't know. Diddy was out here fucking with men, and he had a plethora of women. So
and they never said, they still didn't say Diddy was gay. They just say he Diddy. Diddy ain't even got the gay.
Diddy was bisexual.
I'm saying, not saying us. I'm saying the majority of people are saying Diddy. No Diddy. So they said Diddy got his own kind of gay.
I ain't got Diddy money. Don't sue me, goddammit.
Don't sue me either, because Diddy, I don't know what they did about you, because I don't care what they said about you. That's what they
said. We can't confirm none of that.
I really don't give a fuck, to be honest.
I can't confirm that Sharp was in there with a man or a woman.
I'll confirm it, Sharp. You was clapping Michelle Chickadee Deeks.
I just thought it's the gruntings for me.
I don't know if he was clapping him or not, but hopefully he was. Hopefully it wasn't Michelle.
I don't find him attractive either, so I'm just like, you had to look at that grunting and sweating.
Me either, but I feel like a lot of people would. But anyways, we watched The Deliverance last week. Did you watch it?
I told you I watched that bullshit.
But this week it is actually an old show. It came out last year, but it's season 2 coming out. Giving y'all something to watch. Thank me. It's called Accused. It's on Hulu and Fox. So if you want to watch it on regular TV or on Hulu.
I feel like I've seen this.
You watched the first season already?
I think I've watched the first season.
It's my job. My read is?
Oh yeah, I did.
They are good people.
Was it good?
It was decent.
Caught up in a bad situation.
Court is now in session.
Will the defendant please rise?
All right. Figure it out. It's on Hulu. And then the next season comes out on October the 8th. So y'all got enough time to finish this, buy me a birthday gift, and then watch the next season. So the gag of
give me a baby gift too.
Right. So the gag of the week, and then we'll play the song Leaving.
Oh, that's fine.
So the gag of the week is when she tried to help. God bless her soul. She tried.
Ooh. Girl, you hit that man twice. He like, don't touch me, bitch. Get off me.
Okay, but no shade. She was not supposed to be there, but she was trying, because he probably like,
she even put on her little outfit and everything. I'm helping him today. Okay, we got a little camo jacket, a little hood. Okay. She said we outside with the men today.
But she was like, you just made me notice that she put on the little scully, the camo jacket and everything. She really wanted to help. I feel so bad that she knocked this man out.
He was probably like, no, I don't need your help. She like, please. All right, fuck it. Come on,
lift the logs for me. And
I just need you to take this, go put this down over there. Here she come knocking his ass. Take your ass back in the house. That's why I said I ain't need no help in the first fucking place. You ain't belong out here, Mildred. Take your ass back to the kitchen.
Hell no. What we listening to today? Well, first of all, we love y'all so much. Make sure y'all watching on YouTube. And if y'all share from YouTube, not Facebook. Thank you. We love y'all anyway. See y'all next week.
The song of the week is by Will Sing. It's a remix to Flex. Peep him. He been on for a really long time. He's a super dope YouTuber. And see y'all next week.
R.I.P. Rich Homie.
Blind Box.
Hold our stuff for. Hold up, bro. Look, we gotta pay our respects today. My bad, bro. But we already did that one. Yeah, I know, but this is one of them ones that really helped you and I, so we gotta give it up for the bro. Nah, yeah, 100%. So what are you thinking? Let's see what else we can do with it. All right, man. Let's do it.
Walked in 30,000 in my pocket, had them boys just like, $50,000 on your chick, wanna do me, gotta scream like cause I got a check, brother wanna flex, I ain't gotta flex, boy I got it. Ooh, 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 ooh. Give that girl some next, she gon' wanna sex every morning in the set. Now she screaming like ooh, 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 ooh. What you made? Made $2 million off a mixtape, had them folks like ooh. They try to trap me with a case, but you know I had to skate it. I was singing like, ooh, I know my role, then I play it. Yes, I do. And if you heard, I've been talking, then I said it. Well, where you at the top of the loft is where I stay. I'm a bad boy, but I don't wear big clothes like Mace. In the club, I get it poppin'. And this girl, she want a free drink. Tell that bitch to get up off me. Yeah, baby, I'm that dude to get it poppin'. Her ass short like Dennis Rodman. You know he fine. Wait, I hit it, boy, I hit 30,000 in my pocket. Had them boys just like, ooh. $50,000 on your chick, wanna do me, got it screaming like, ooh, 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 ooh. Cause I got a chick, brother wanna flex. And I ain't got a flex, boy, I got it. Ooh, 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 ooh. Give that girl some next, baby. Give it to her, baby. And now she's screaming like, ooh. How much you made? Couple million sitting in a bank. How much you made? I never had to play them in the street games. The fuck you think? They never fuck with me, but who the fuck are they? Cause my son like ooh, 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 ooh. Rich homie flexing on him. Oh yeah, oh yeah. They still got me flexing on him. Yeah, 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 yeah. I know my singing make you feel some type of way. The way I'm smiling, know it make you feel some type of way. Some type of way, make you feel some type of way. We keep on losing these real ones, I feel some type of way.